everyone, this is Zoe and Coco from Coco Creates. So this is my third Flosstube video, so I thought I would introduce Coco properly. She doesn't really want to be introduced, she's not even going to look. Are you going to look? Look at the people, say hello, no, all introduced. Right, so yeah, this is my third Flosstube video, and this is one, like I promised, I'm going to go through some of my potential new starts for Maynia towards the end. So I'll do hello again, any other bits first. So first of all, I wanted to say thank you to people that have watched my videos and subscribed to my videos. I actually have 34 subscribers, so I don't know whether to be, you know, how to feel about that there's like 30 odd people that want to watch me. I still don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I haven't decided. So but yes, so there we go. So thank you for everyone that's watched and liked and commented and all of that stuff. Thank you. So I thought I would start with a couple of finishes, because I've had three finishes this month. Two cross stitching ones and a crochet one. Now one of them I'm going to have to put a picture in here. So this is my Deer project, because I have finished it, but I've also washed it and put it on the washing line, and it's drying at the minute still. So I didn't kind of coordinate doing the video well enough, so I will put a picture in here. I've made it into a cushion cover, for a cushion that no one's ever going to touch because it's cross stitch and I will cut you if you touch it. But yes, it is a cushion cover, because I saw it finished that way by someone else and it looked quite good, so I thought I'd give it a go. So that was a fun project yesterday. That took me maybe 3 hours to sew, but you know, I did it, so all is well. So that's that one. So that is it was the Deer in the Forest. It's actually called Forest Daydream, and it's designed by Lisa Kozlik. She did the illustration, and Ksenia Glushkova is the designer. So she is Cross Stitch by KSU on Instagram, and basically I messaged through her Instagram. I was one of the test stitchers for that piece, the model stitcher, but I'm pretty sure if you wanted her designs you could message her, because that's what I did for one of her other designs that I've got here as well. So so I'll show you that one first as well. So this was a start and a finish, sort of in the last sort of week or so. I had this sort of offcut of fabric and it just about fit this. I'm not sure how to finish this though, so if you have any ideas what to do with it, so put them below. Now this, I don't have a picture of what it's supposed to look like, so all you've got is my finish, but it's called Cat's Willow. Oh no, this one is by, it's one of my other starts. It's by KSU. This is from Tanny211.ru. So that's her website. That's her website there that I got it from. So yeah, Russian, but a website nonetheless, and that's where I got it. And this one, I think I'd seen a picture of it on Pinterest or something and spent ages and ages trying to find it, and then I found it, and there it is. So it is like a pussy willow but with little pretty cats as well. So there we go. So it only uses 4 colours, sort of 2 browns, a light brown and a beige, you know, a beige and a white My brain's not working today. I do apologise. I've clearly not had enough coffee again. I need to make a point of having a coffee when I do these videos. So yeah, so I don't know what to say. I mean, it's only, obviously you can see it's not very wide. I wasn't sure whether to do it into like a little wall hanging or a bell pull or something, but I don't really know how to do that. Yeah. So I had toyed with the idea of doing it over one and then making it into a little bookmark, but it's got quite a lot of fractionals and I just couldn't be dealing with doing that over one. But I might try again. Could make it again. It was quite a quick stitch. It took me maybe three days. I think it was maybe 12 hours of stitching, 10 to 12 hours of stitching to do. So might make it again as a bookmark. I think it'd be quite cute. Never to be used in a book, obviously, because then it would be damaged and I would eat people. I think I'm always worried with my finish, you know, when I've finished. I think that's why I've got a habit of just framing everything, because if I don't frame it, if it's not protected by the glass, I'm worried it's going to get like dusty or fingerprinty or I don't know, whatever, you know, that something's going to happen to it, it's going to be damaged. So what do you guys do? Do you feel the same, or are you, you know, do you, I don't know, how do you stop them being touched when you do finish them, apart from putting them up on a really high shelf where no one can see them? So yeah, so yes, that was 2 of my finishes. I also finished the a cardigan that I was test stitching for. So this was a test crochet for she's Wool Cuddles on Instagram and Etsy. So wool as in, you know, wool cuddles. So no, I can't remember. But yes, so it was a cardigan, Rustic Ridges cardigan it's called. So it has, I don't know if you can see, but yeah, it has it's lovely ridges. Pattern is a bit really easy to follow, but it's the same pattern all the way up, so it just can get quite monotonous after a while. But yeah, and I really love this colour. This was Peyton's double knit cotton. So 100 grams, I think I used 7 balls of it maybe. So, but yeah, it's quite nice. It's actually quite warm. It's got a bit of weight to it, but that's because it's cotton. But I like doing it in cotton because that means I can put it in the washing machine and I don't have to worry about blocking it or anything like that. So yeah, so that's that one. I might put a picture in of me wearing it as well here if I remember. So yes. I know I'd put the ball of wool somewhere. That's the wool that I used. So there you go, 100% cotton by Peyton's. So see, I was trying to be organised. Right, so that is my 3 finishes this month, which is quite fun. I don't normally finish things. As you may have noticed from my whip parade, a lot of my whips are quite big, so I don't tend to finish them that often. And then the ones that I am nearly finished, I don't finish for reasons. So on to my whips. Oh wait, now I've got something else that I made. I actually made, so I don't know if you can, I don't know if you, of course you can see, I'm going to show you. So I made some grime guards. So out of Harry Potter-esque fabric, so the Marauders map. So I made these. So what I'm showing, this is one of my whips. So after I'd done my finish on Forest Daydream, I picked this up for a little bit. So I only put in a few hundred stitches, but I can show you. So I just did a bit more, filling in a bit more of the polar bear there. So I'm almost up there. Also, actually what I did is I put my name and the day and the year that I started, because I started this towards the end of last year. So I put that at the bottom there because that's where I started. Because it would be nice to know when I do eventually finish it, that was when I started it. You know, in case I forget. Not that I think I can forget that I started it just before coronavirus, because I'm pretty sure we're all going to remember this for all eternity, as you do. But yeah, so I put the date on there to sign it. So now obviously if I don't finish it, I've already signed it just in case for some reason I never get it done. So, but you know, with it being 750,000 stitches across, you know, why not? I also made some other grime guards. So this is another Harry Pottery fabric. I got the fabrics from Hobbycraft when I was doing them. So these still need the elastic threading through. So I've got my elastic, mainly because I used the sewing machine downstairs and my frames are upstairs. So I'm going to finish those around the 2 new frames today. So there we go. And the reason I didn't is because I'm measuring the elastic straight around the frame rather than trying to measure it with a tape measure, just because obviously it stretches and it can make it difficult to measure. So there we go. So that's what I'm doing with those. Another whip. Got 2. Yeah, I've only worked on 2 whips. So there's 2 finishes and then the 2 whips. So this one, if I remember, I'll post a picture of where it was. But if I don't, all that was there was sort of this, the wing, the grey wing here, and part of the white. So I finished, if I moved the thread out of the way, wouldn't it? I finished the white on him, and just doing his belly, chest, that bit there. So there we go. Oh, and I've got the picture of what that's going to look like down here. So yeah, so that's what that one's going to be. Just going to focus. I'm going to focus. No, not going to focus. Well, you know, it's a bird. It's a dove on a branch. There you go. And that is by Caterpillar Crossstitch. So yeah, so there we go. Oh yes, and that was the needle minder I got from the when I went to the Stitching Social. So there we go. Special Stitching Social needle minder. That's not going to focus because clearly my phone can't deal with focusing on stuff. So there we go. So that was my 2 whips that I worked on. So there we go. Of all the whips, I'd worked on 2 this week, which I think was quite good because I know how to finish. But yeah, so now on to the bit that you've been waiting for, or the bit that I think you've been waiting for. Whether you've been waiting for it or not doesn't really matter. But I'd like to think you've been waiting for this bit. So now for Maynia, so I'm going to have one new start for Maynia. So if you don't know what Maynia is, I'm sorry, you should. I'm pretty sure it's a Facebook group on Facebook. I'm pretty sure it's a Facebook group, and it was started with the Stitching Queen and Garrett from Coffee Stitcher. So I'll tag that below, and if I can tag the group, I'll tag the group if it's a group. But yes, and it's basically for, I think the way it started was doing a whole bunch of new starts, whatever, but then people have joined in, and it can be what you make of it. So for my Maynia, I'm going to do a finish Maynia. So as you may have remembered, as you may have seen on my previous video, I've got quite a few projects that are really close to being finished. So I had the jungle piece that just needed the border. I've got a piece that just needs some back stitch. I've got, I mean, that dove there is it's a small piece. It's not going to take long to finish. Oh yeah, I had another Christmas piece that was almost finished as well. So my goal for Maynia is going to be to finish what I can of those pieces. Hopefully all of them, fingers crossed. But I am going to allow myself a new start on May the 1st. Now, I have quite a lot of kits, so I've pulled out a few that I'm happy to start. And I'm going to let you pick which one I do. So, without further ado, I'm going to show you. So, the first one I have, this is a Sal piece that I bought from Little Dove Designs. So, it is their High Street Stitch Along. So, I bought it's a PDF download you get. There's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces, I believe. I've not actually read it properly, so I don't know. Oh, it's a 6-month stitch along. Yeah. Yeah, so there's 6 pieces. So it started February, but obviously you can join in whenever. I only just bought this a couple of weeks ago. So, and it is, I don't know what it is, but this teeny tiny picture, if I can find a better picture, I will put that here instead. But if I can't find a better picture, you shall have to suffer this teeny tiny picture. But this is a flower shop. And I believe there's a winery as well, because I think obviously the second piece has come out. Perhaps another piece. But yes, so it's going to be some little shops on there. And I actually bought the kit through her website as well. So Little Dove Designs website. whatever it is, just type in that into Google is what I did. And yeah, and I bought the kit and that came through really quick. It was like 3 days or something ridiculous, so that was good. But yeah, so that's option 1. So whether I start that one. So option two, so piece 2, this one I got, this was the one from Ksenia Glushkova, so Cross Stitch by KSU. And this one I just messaged her through Instagram and was like, can I buy it? And she's emailed me it. So this, I don't know what it's called. Its name would have been in Russian, and I don't speak Russian, I'm afraid. But it was cute. It had a cat. See, there's a cat. There's a cat. Oh, just there. There's the cat. And nice warm snuggly blankets. And yeah. So that's what I bought. So all the border is done in sort of tent stitch. The border, you know, the background. So all this is done in tent stitch. Part of the flooring is. So the actual cross stitch piece is only really the chair and what's out the window. So which is a lovely sort of wintry scene. I think I might put a cup of coffee, change that little candle out and put a little cup of coffee there. That might be quite cute. I might not, you know, don't get your hopes up. But anyway, so there's that one. So I don't know what it's called. What should we call it? I don't know. I think it's cozy something. I'll work it out. So it's that one. So then option 3, this is a piece I bought quite a while ago. This is a Blackwork piece, Blackwork mushroom from Gerald Designs on Etsy. Also has a Facebook channel. Not a Facebook channel. You know what I mean. A YouTube channel. Facebook. He probably has a Facebook as well. Yeah, I don't know. But yes, so Gerald Designs. So I bought this quite a while ago. And I'm going to do it on some Pictures Plus Cafulet linen, and these are the colours I'm going to use. Now these are cottons, hand-dyed cottons from Paintbox Threads, SYOA Paintbox Threads, and this pack is called A Walk in the Dales. So there we go, so it's all lovely sort of greens and rusts, browns, so I think that would be lovely for that one. So there we go, and that one's in Blackwork and specialty stitches sort of thing. So that is number 3. Number 4, oh yeah, this one I don't have a pattern for, but this is a pattern, a picture, so I'll have to insert a picture here. This is Ice and Fire by Brovko, and I'm going to be doing it on, it's blue, maybe, no, that's just not helping. It's like a sky blue colour. So is that going to help? That's a bit more what it's like. There you go. So yeah, it's like a lovely sky blue piece of 36 count even weave from Sew It All. So there you go. So that's what that is. So, and that is inspired by Game of Thrones, Ice and Fire. So, and I was wondering whether I might actually, when I finish that one, give that one to my sister and brother-in-law who got married September gone. This is September last year. But it might be a nice piece to do for them. They're big Game of Thrones fans, so I thought that'd be quite cool. So, right, then next is a DMC kit. So this one is Turkish Angora. So there she is, she's very pretty, lots of blues, purples, pinks, and obviously the white cat. Now I have got a set of 3 of these. I finished this one a couple of years ago. So this is the Persian cat, which is very good. So, and I have the 3 of these. I believe there's 4 in the range, but I only have 3 at the minute. So yeah, so She's lovely. This was the first piece I ever did parking on. So I did this piece in 10 by 10 blocks, sort of all the way across. So yeah, still need to get her framed. I actually bought a set of 3 frames that all matched so that I could frame the 3 exactly the same and have them side by side. So yeah, so just DMC kit, all worked in DMC. So that's option 1, 2, 3, 4. That's option 5. And then I have a couple of kits here. This one I'll put a picture in here as well because this is a blurred smush. This is Hello Pumpkin by Caterpillar Crossstitch. So I have that piece. It was a sale, I believe, last year. I bought it after the fact. And then I've got Bloom and Grow as well, which is a sale for this year. I'll see if I can put a picture in here of the 2 or 3 pieces that have come out already. So I have one of those that I could start. So that'll be 6, 7. And then this, this is a piece of fabric. This is another piece by SYOA Cloud Brown. I forgot it already. I literally was looking at this on this morning so that I wouldn't forget. And oh, hello. No, of course I didn't write it down. It is the Choose Your Own Cunning. Haha, Cunning Crossstitch. I'm sure that's what it's called. I'll write it down here. But yes, the Stitch Your Own Adventure Harry Potter sale thing. It's on Facebook. There's a Facebook group for it. And then obviously the patterns are on the website. So it's a Stitch As You Go piece. I wanted to start it and did not. Obviously, else I wouldn't be starting it right now. I would start it last year, but wanted to finish another Harry Potter piece that I was doing at the time. I'll have to do a finish parade for you at some point and show you some of my other finishes. But yeah, and then obviously I finished that but did not start the next Harry Potter piece. So that is my other option. So what did we have? So we had the High Street Stitch Along was number 1. The sort of cozy winter scene was number 2. Then I had Gerald's Mushroom was number 3. Number 4. Yeah, but you get to see all my roots coming through, didn't you? I'm sure it's just what you want to see. The Ice and Fire. Number 5 was the cat. It's the cat. And then I had the pumpkin, number 6. Bloom and Grow, number 7. And then the Cunning Crossstitch Stitch Along, number 8. So there are my 8 options for my new starts. So so yeah, I'll write them all again below in a proper order. But yeah, so if you can comment below and vote which one you would like to see me start, and on April 30th, yeah, last day of April, which is how far away, Harrison? Which is whenever. I don't know. Next week, the week after. I don't even know what day we're on. I think it's a Monday. It's probably not. But yes, so on 30th of April, I'll go through all the comments and basically work out which one had the most votes. And that is the one I shall start on May the 1st. So I might get another video in before then, depending what we're on. Alexa, what's the date?
Today is Sunday the 19th of April.
Sunday the 19th, so yeah, 11 days. So I might get another video in then before, probably with do a finish parade in between. But yeah, but if you can vote on my new starts on this video, and then yeah, and then on April the 30th, I'll go through and see which one of them I shall be starting. So yeah, so thank you very much for joining me today. Hope you enjoyed that. I don't know. And yeah, there we go. That is all. So I will see you all soon. Have a good day. Hope you're getting on okay if you're in lockdown. If you're in a place that isn't in lockdown, I hope you're still being well and safe. and I will see you soon. Love you all. Bye.